And we continue to focus on the local impact of that decision. And with an uncertain future ahead, a common question people are asking us is, why don't DACA recipients apply for U.S. citizenship? And we continue our coverage tonight. You know, that process can be both lengthy and challenging. News 5's Allison Zimmerman joining us on set here tonight and breaking it down. And again, you found this can be a very time-consuming process.
Oh yeah, and it's a really difficult thing because there's really not one recipe for citizenship in the United States. It's a case-by-case basis, and there are steps that have to be made years before anyone can actually begin those steps to citizenship. What does it take to become a U.S. citizen?
A lot. It's there's actually more to it than people understand.
In the simplest of terms, it's complicated.
I think the most complicated part of it is probably becoming a permanent resident.
Becoming a permanent resident is only the first step, which can take some time.
It's been as little as 2 to 4 months for somebody to process their permanent residence, and at other times I've seen it take as much as like 5 to 6 years.
That's just to establish residence. And then after 3 to 5 years, immigrants can apply to begin the U.S. citizenship process.
Start to finish, if you're talking about somebody who is not in violation of immigration law, so somebody who is doing this through the proper channels, you're probably looking at, you know, I'd say like 6 to 7 years.
The process for citizenship includes interviews, tests, and an oath of allegiance to the country.
I think it's a rigorous process that people have to go through, and you know, it's not easy.
And perhaps another difficult part of the equation, every situation is different. As an immigration attorney, Blazingame sees about 100 to 200 clients a year. She says this year there have been even more.
And there's a lot of unknowns out there, so I think, you know, people who were just kind of waiting and didn't think it was as important, decided that maybe this was the best time to do it.
And keep in mind, this is a very simplified version of this process. As you just heard, it takes about 7 years just from start to finish.
Yeah, simple this is not. A lot more information available if folks really want to dig a little deeper on this process.
Right, so you can head on over to our website, KOAA.com. We've broken down just how in-depth it is and also some resources available for those people that are going through that process. Interestingly enough, that test, it's 100 questions long. We also put a link up to that so you can find out if you would pass that test to become a naturalized citizen.
Interesting. Allison, thank you.